A new attempt to restore order is underway in Ferguson, Missouri. After declaring a state of emergency and a curfew for citizens, Governor Jay Nixon has ordered the National Guard to patrol the streets and help put an end to the ongoing violence there in Ferguson. Last night marked more violence in the St. Louis suburb, despite the midnight to 5 a.m. curfew.
Police and protesters have clashed for more than a week following the shooting death of Michael Brown. Omar Villafranca has the latest from Ferguson.
A team of medical examiners hired by the family of Michael Brown discussed the private autopsy they conducted on the 18-year-old's body. They found the teen was shot at least 6 times.
All of these gunshot wounds were survivable, except for the one in the top of the head that went through the brain.
The forensic experts say a wound on Brown's arm is consistent with witness accounts that the unarmed teen was surrendering when a police officer shot him, but the evidence isn't conclusive.
So it also could have occurred when he was putting his hands up. It could have happened if he put his arms across in a defensive manner. We don't know.
Attorney General Eric Holder briefed President Obama on the federal investigation into Brown's death. The Department of Justice is conducting its own autopsy on the teen. The governor of Missouri announced there will be no curfew tonight here in Ferguson. But during the day, officers are enforcing an order against static assembly. They're urging people to keep moving and not stay in one place. The curfew comes as members of the National Guard arrive to keep the peace following a week of violent protests. The Guard will focus on protecting the Unified Command Center, which police say has come under attack. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Ferguson, Missouri.
President Obama held a news conference earlier this afternoon. He says Attorney General Eric Holder will visit Missouri to meet with prosecutors and community leaders.
And as many call for justice in Michael Brown's death, others are rallying around the police officer who is involved in this case. More than 100 people demonstrated outside a St. Louis TV station on Sunday in support of Officer Darren Wilson. Some held signs saying, "Support our police, pray for peace." Buckets were also passed around to collect donations for Wilson and his family.
Keep Officer Wilson in your prayers. You know, we, as a police association, we're keeping the community of Ferguson in our prayers, and even Michael Brown's family in our prayers. We just ask that everybody do the same thing for Officer Wilson and his family.